And, in many ways, I kind of feel like I was born. I was destined to do this kind of show because of where I come from, where I was born, the way I was raised, and the hurdles that I had to get over. You see, a lot of people who only know me from television have no idea the long, hard struggle that it took for John Quiñones to get to ABC News. We were born in poverty. When I grew up in the barrio of San Antonio, on the west side of San Antonio, we were poor. And you know how some people say, we were poor, but we didn't know we were poor? We knew we were poor. We had an old black and white television at the back of the house, and we saw how the other side lived. My dad was a janitor who dropped out of the 3rd grade to help support his single mother, picking cotton. My mother, in Lockhart, Texas, not far from here, my mother also dropped out of the 4th grade of school to help support her family. So she didn't finish school. They spoke very little English. And I didn't speak any English at all when I was a little boy because you didn't have to. In San Antonio, 60% of the population is Latino, right? So the church was in Spanish, our masses that we went to. The corner store where we bought our food was in Spanish. The music that we listened to and danced to was in Spanish. So I didn't have to learn English. And of course, this was before bilingual education, and we couldn't afford to go to preschool or kindergarten. So when I was 6 years old, I went straight to public school. And I'll never forget being in Mrs. Gregory's 1st grade class on the first day of school, 6-year-old Juanito Quiñones, sort of sitting there twiddling my thumbs, because I didn't know what the teacher was saying. She didn't speak Spanish, and I didn't speak English, and I didn't understand. But at 10 in the morning, the school bell rings, and of course it's recess time, and all the children go out to the playground. Where does little Juanito Quiñones go? I walked home. I lived 2 blocks from the school. So I remember going into my front door, and my mother, Maria, God rest her soul, said, "Juanito, ¿qué pasó? What are you doing here?" And I said, "Se acabó. It's over, Mom. I like school. 2 hours and you're done." This is going to work out very nicely. But no one believed in me. I was the kid who was not expected to amount to much because of where I came from. I'll never forget the words of the great African-American poet Maya Angelou. She said, she wrote, we all marvel at the beauty of a butterfly, right? We'll look at a butterfly and the beautiful wing colors and the span and how it grows. But seldom do we consider all the changes that butterfly has to go through to attain that beauty. And man, I'm no butterfly, but we went through some changes.